All right, folks, high drama to start this match at 160. High Points Johnny Guzzo with a takedown. Nick Vazacaro with a takedown, take an 8-4 lead. And Vazacaro wins 10-5, 3-0 Long Branch. 171, Omar Kill, Long Branch on his way to a 7-3 win over Buddy Mallon with a takedown right there. Great battle at 189. Paul Tracy with the escape that ties the match at 1. Then in overtime, High Points Gavin Donahue holds Tracy down for a 2-1 victory. 6-3 Long Branch leads. 217, Billy Smith with a takedown. He's up 2-0. 17 seconds left in the match. Billy George takedown, pulls out a big victory, 5-3. It's now 9-3 Long Branch. Heavyweight Trevor Pappenmeyer of High Point with the escape, plus a number of stall calls against Jim Parnell, gave Pappenmeyer a 5-1 win. It's now 9-6 Long Branch. 103 we go. Justin Bellis with the back points. He won 5-0 over Andrew Vieira. That ties the match at 9. 112, Billy Gould comes up big for High Point with a big 6 points. He pins Nick George, and that gives the Cats a 15-9 lead in this battle for number 1 in the state.
I knew since Monday that we all had to go in the room and train hard, as hard as we can, like we always do, to come out here and wrestle the best that we can. And when I got in the back room warming up, I just knew that it's going to be a close one, so any bonus points that we can get, that we need them. So I went out there and I wrestled my physical match that I always wrestle, just stuck it in tough and pinned them.
On to 119, state champion Nick Francavello with the hip over, gets a reversal, and he won the match 9-2. It's now 18-9, High Point in front. 125, Matt Eggy of Long Branch with 2 seconds up in the match, gets the reversal for a 4-3 victory over Kyle Kloss. It's now 18-12 High Point. 130, Andrew Cornell of Long Branch in control with a takedown on his way to a tech ball win over Brendan Donahue. 135-pound weight class we go. Scott Festeo of Long Branch with the back points. He went on to beat Drew Wagenhofer. 140 we go. This escape by Tom D'Antonio ties the match at 7. Then Luis Felipe scores a takedown in the final seconds to pull out a dramatic victory, 9-8. 145, 11 seconds left in regulation. Doug Cornell with the escape and ties the match at 1. Then in overtime, folks, Joe Gascione with a takedown and back points, 6-1. He wins in overtime, and it's now 23-21. So it all comes down to the final match.
It started in the third period. I was on top. I held him till about 20 seconds left, I think, and then I ended up giving the neutral, and then I didn't want to force anything with that last 20 seconds left. So I was just wrestling and stuff, and then went into overtime, and then soon we got into a scramble. I grabbed his legs, then he went over, he tried hooking a leg, and I faced back into him and eventually got him on his back.
Then at 152, Ethan Orr takes care of business with a couple of takedowns. He won the match over Jake George. The High Point Wildcats remain number 1 in the state with a dramatic 24-23 win over Long Branch.
I'm not thinking too much. I don't know. I wasn't really nervous. I was hoping for Joey to win. I was just like, leave it on me, because I knew I was going to go out there and take care of business, and I knew I wasn't going to lose it for the team and the fans and everything else supporting me.
It's just amazing because we have such great fans, and they're all here to see us, and it was just a great feeling altogether.
We were just trying to get everybody ready, and in the beginning we didn't really perform too well with our other studs that were supposed to win, but Joey Gascione came through at the end, and then I finished up at the end. The score is how it is.
We knew the last 4 bouts were obviously all going to be pretty tight. So we were kind of figuring if we got to that point and could split 2-2, then when we lost the first 2, kind of panicked a little bit. But fortunately we had, all the kids gave a pretty good effort tonight. I don't think we wrestled as well as we can.
Right.
I think we made a lot of mental mistakes. And there's certainly a lot of things we can improve on, but we gave a nice effort tonight.
Trailing by 5 points heading into the final 2 matches, the Wildcats needed a hard-fought win by Joe Gascione, and they got it.
It was crazy. I wrestled him last year. He's a great hard wrestler. This year I was expecting to be close. He was wrestling 52s all season. I've been going 45s, so it was a really tight match, but we got it done.
Were you nervous going into the match? What were you feeling as you were heading into that match?
Oh, I was nervous all day. I couldn't stop being nervous. It started when I woke up. I was so nervous.
Oh my God, Gascione, he prevailed for us there. That was awesome. I'm ecstatic.
I'm just very happy for him. Obviously, he's a kid who's done well throughout his high school career, and certainly in big situations, you like to have those kind of kids, and for us, we have a few of them, so it's just nice to be able to roll those kids out.
After that dramatic win in overtime by Gassion, it was all up to Ethan Orr, and he secured the win for the High Point Wildcats.
Ethan's such a tough competitor. He really is, and I don't think it really mattered who they sent out. He has really good mat sense, and he just does a real nice job.
Ethan always comes out here and does what he can and does the best that he can. He's a tough physical wrestler, and he never stops.
On this night, the old gym in High Point was rocking in Wantage.
It's just an amazing atmosphere, and hopefully a very special time for our kids. It's funny, after maybe you don't realize it quite as much when you're here, but 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, this is what the buddies are going to get together and talk about.
Right.
So it's times like this that I'm just incredibly happy for them.
Just looking around at all the fans and everyone screaming and all the racket, it was awesome. It was just like being out there in States.
There were several matches throughout the night that Long Branch stole in the final seconds to force the match to go the distance.
Obviously, when you need to win the second to last one to even stay in the match, obviously there's a reason for concern, and I think I think throughout the duel there were some that got away from us. But the nice thing about that is there's things we can work on, and I don't think any of our kids should be satisfied with what we did tonight. Obviously, be happy we won, enjoy that, but there's a lot of work to do.